Hi, I'm John Anderson, and today I'm going to talk to you about prescription drug regulations. What is hydrocodone? A narcotic that gives the user a calming euphoria effect. One of the most common names for this drug is Vicodin. There are over 200 medicines containing hydrocodone. Doctors prescribe hydrocodone for pain. Moving on, why prescription drugs such as hydrocodone should be better regulated. Thousands of people abuse this drug. The risk of death, cost of a prescription drug abuse, and hydrocodone abuse. The Drug Enforcement Administration believes hydrocodone to be the most abused prescription drug in the United States today. Why do people abuse it? And we go on to our next heading of reasons for abuse. Abuse is for your euphoric effect, stress, anxiety, or just to get away. Where abusers find their pills? Bogus emergency room complaints, which cost the taxpayers millions of dollars, from friends or dealers, on the internet. Just how many people abuse? In 2008, over 22,000 people reported use of non-medical purposes. Hydrocodone was the leading confiscated pharmaceutical in 2008. Hydrocodone prescriptions filled in the United States, and we'll go to my graph here. In 1994, we're looking about 8 million, and it rose up, and we see in 2000 we're looking at 90 million prescriptions filled, probably more today. Who abuses these drugs? Abuse has increased in every age and every ethnic group. Most significantly seen in white females ages 20 through 40. What about the children? 2.9 of 8th graders have used it. 6.7% of the 10th graders have used it. And 9.7 of 12th graders have used this drug. Can misuse of hydrocodone kill you? Well, the answer is, of course, yes. Hydrocodone and alcohol. People who abuse often take pills with alcohol. Manufacturers of the drug with hydrocodone tell users not to drink while on this medication. We'll go on to our next headline there, hydrocodone and alcohol. Mixing alcohol and hydrocodone is bad for your liver. It also heightens and affects the drug itself, making it stronger and last longer. Hydrocodone and alcohol, another headline. In 2005, 100 individuals died from complications with hydrocodone. Hydrocodone and alcohol. Also in 2005, 808 individuals suffered from life-threatening symptoms and were left disabled from abuse of hydrocodone. Many complications were due to mixing alcohol and hydrocodone. Hydrocodone kills more people than any other narcotic agent. In 2002, hydrocodone was the 10th most reported drug in a list of 150 controlled substances. Aside from the misuse and death under regulations of pills like hydrocodone have caused, and these are going to go on to the cost of prescription abuse. one group that pays for this abuse is, of course, our taxpayers. That's you and me. Taxpayers' cost. When medical staff bills Medicaid or Medicare and uses the pills themselves, well, that's triggering it in. When uninsured abusers go to the ER, costs go up. When abusers get caught and are sent to prisons. Taxpayers' cost. Addicts and abusers probably will not get better while in prison. The only way to stop this cycle is harsher regulations on prescription narcotics. Taxpayers aren't the only ones that pay for abuse of pills such as hydrocodone, the family cost. Another group that pays for the addict's family in particular and children. Family costs we're going to go into. The most significant increase in prescription abuse has occurred in females aged 20 to 40, we've seen that earlier. Parents that abuse drugs may make that their number one priority. Children may not have not been adequately been taken care of. Sometimes this results in foster care. In September of 2006, over 500,000 children were in foster care. Less than half of these children placed were expected to return home to their families. More regulations is what we need. There is much evidence that supports more regulation on prescription narcotics. Thousands of people abuse this drug. The risks of death, cost of prescription drug abuse, and also, which I forgot to include, is all the counseling that they have to go through, the homes they live in, when they're dependent on these drugs or trying to get off them. So, my name's John Anderson. Thank you for listening on my persuasive speech.